Hello everyone, this is Dr. S Patil, Assistant Professor of Communication Skill, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today I am going to talk about the vocabulary, a word formation. Learning outcome of this session is at the end of the session, student will be able to learn the formation of new words to build the vocabulary and how to utilize the vocabulary for effective communication. The content will be covered in this session. What is vocabulary, word formation, prefixes and its examples, suffixes and its examples, prefixes and suffixes, its examples and usage in sentences. Vocabulary means a group or a body of words used in a particular language. It's a range of artistic or stylistic forms, techniques or movements. Vocabulary word is originally taken from Latin language, that is vocabulum, and medieval Latin vocabularius. From English it became vocable, and in mid 16th century vocabulary came into existence. Word means phoneme is the smallest unit of a sound that may cause a change of meaning within a language but doesn't have meaning by itself. A morpheme is the smallest unit of a word in a language that provides a specific meaning to a string of letters, a phoneme. A morpheme is a series of phonemes that has a special meaning. For example, we can say it or water. So, a morpheme is not necessarily the same as a word. The main difference between a morpheme and a sentence is a unit of a grammar. It must contain at least one main clause. So, a word is a morpheme, sometimes does not stand alone, but a word always stands alone by its definition. Word is a single unit of a language. There are four main word classes, that is verbs, noun, adjective and adverbs. So, a clause is the basic unit of a grammar, which is usually made up of a subject, verb phrase and sometimes a complement. So, vocabulary is all the language and words either used or understood by a person or a group of people. For example, all the words that a toddler or a child understands. Language used by doctors. It means all the words of a language is called as a vocabulary. Active and passive vocabulary. Sometimes what happens, basically educators often consider four types of vocabulary. LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading and writing. So, a robust vocabulary improves all areas of communication. What is word formation means? Take a pause and find out what is the word formation. You answered the question quickly. So, word formation means here new words are created from the root word or from the stem word. There are four kinds of word formation. So, by adding or by affixing prefixes form the new words. At the end of the root word suffixes we create the new words. By prefixes and suffixes both we are using and we are creating the new words. By conversion also we are creating the new words. By compound also. Prefixes means or prefixation. Prefix is an affixation. It is added or affixation process that includes adding a morpheme at the beginning of the root word. There are types of prefixes, that is negative prefixes through which we are creating the negative word, that is antonyms we are creating, and pejorative prefixes means we are creating some new words, maybe some new words, two infinitives are there, sometimes we are also creating antonyms, synonyms. So prefixes of place, we are using prefixes mid, trans, time, order, ex, mid, pre, like this. So, uncomfortable, uncomfort, unknown, non-stop, nonsense, non-violent, like this type of words we are creating. So, tomorrow, mislead, misunderstanding, like prefixes of place, midterm, then transgender, transformation, transaction, action, transaction, okay, ex-wife, extermination, or here mid semester, midnight, midday, pre-order, like the degree and status, that is micropolitics, macropolitics. Here minimize, minimum, co-worker, coordinator, vice principal, vice chancellor, vice president. Here number, monologue, monometer, polyhouse, polythene, semi-conduct or semicolon, bio order, biology, triology or trimeter or triangle, like this, and others are also there. It's like a worksheet. So what is the correct prefixes here? Here prove is the root word, so improve. Okay, then here un is the prefix, unlucky. Then here import, export, x is there and im is there, import, export, replace, displace, visible, invisible. Here draw, withdraw. Here view, review. Here logical, illogical. Code, it's the Unicode, it's the decode and Unicode. So these are the examples. Unhappy, prefixes with examples. Unhappy, we are adding prefixes to the root word happy, wind. Countable, uncountable, lir. These are the prefixes. Incomplete, illegal, illogical. My friend always talks informal way, informal. This is the prefix. Disagree, disappear, disconnect, dishonest, disobey, etc. Use in a sentence how we use Adam and Eve disobeyed the order of God. It is decentralize, decreased, decolonize, descent, deforest, etc. Use in a sentence how we use these words. Center is decentralized. Non-resident, non-stop, non-violence, non-fiction. Use in a sentence, non-violence is the good principle. Suffixation, it is a formation of a new words by adding suffixes to the root word or stem. Fixation, we are adding it at the end of the root word. That is, there are 5 groups of suffixation. That is, noun forming a er at the end of the word, dom, ism. Adjective forming able, less, us. Verb forming izd, ify, en. Adverb forming at the end of the word ly, we are adding ly, word, wise. And here numeral forming, that is 10, 15. Equity, equal, equity, equality, twofold. Here love, lovely, backward, forward, wise, nation-wise, world-wise. Maximize, verb from adjective and adverb. Enable, enrich. These are the prefixes. Okay, but we are added here able to en. Remember, able to en and rich to en, or sometimes morpheme and phoneme. So here en at the end of the word, that is root word. Threaten, brighten, darken, lessen, shorten, forgotten. Then ify, unify. Then signify, purify, beautify, intensify, signify. Izd, modernize, hospitalize, urbanize, westernize, secularize. Noun from verb, how we create the noun. These are the verb from adjective and adverb. Okay, these are the noun from verb. We are adding some suffixes and creating noun form from the verb. So meant, we are adding at the end development, and ion or ation we are adding, tion adding with at the end of the word. Act, action. Here meant, development, payment, agreement, arrangement, punishment. And this ion or tion, action, condemnation, confirmation, then examination, promotion. So noun from adjective, how we are creating by adding suffixes to the root word, that is ty or ity. Cruel, cruelty, sane, sanity, able, ability. Then this is fertility, fertile, fertility. Then ness, kind, kindness, dark, darkness. Adjectives from noun, how we are creating at the end of the word, we are adding y. Cloud, cloudy, shine, shiny. So this is icy, magic, cubic, atom, atomic, poet, poetic, hectic, This is ICL, magical, typical, biological, grammatical. Full we are adding at the end of the word. Pen, penful, peace, peaceful, beautiful, color. Adverb from adjective, mainly, generally, costly, certainly, literally, recently. Typical word class. A suffix can often but not always tell us if a word is a noun, verb, adjective or adverb. Noun, verb, adjective and adverb. Station means it is a mixed, that is typical. Station, state, station. Then government, govern, government. Cruel, cruelty. Prefixes and suffixes to the root word. Prefix and suffix, dis and ly, these are the prefix and suffix. So we are adding to the ly, that is disloyalty, loyal, disloyalty. Earring, we are adding un and ly, unearingly. By suffixes we are adding less, careless, childish, faithful. By prefixes, unusual, mispronounced, mislead, misleading. Ing also we are adding disrespectedness, disrespect, disrespectedness. Word formation by affixes and derivation, as the most common word formation process builds new words by adding, morphing. Some other examples: usual, unusualness; respect, disrespectedness; interest, disinterestedness; reason, unreasonable. Word groups can be shortened by abbreviation. For example, words consist in clipping a part of a word, that is, for example, care of, CO, that means care of. Prof, prof means professor. Assist, assistant. Proprietor, language. By initial, that is the clipping part, but by initial, that words are created. USA, United States of America. BBC, broadband casting. And here United Nations of Organization, United Nations of Organization. Here WHO, World Health Organization. Bar Council of India, State Bank of India, Central Bureau, and this is the CID. Blending means we are combining two words or more words to create a new word. This by clipping some part at the first part, sometimes at the end part. So modulator, demodulator, that becomes modem. Medical and care, Medicare. Spanish, English, Spanglish. We are English also, Hindi plus English, English. And web plus seminar, webinar. Motor plus hotel, motel. Bracket formation at the last, that is, a complex word exists first and not non-affixed form is derived. It's a negative derivation, as in the words two-seater, babysitter, to babysit, two-seater for the two-seat, three-tire for the three, and editor, to edit. Sound imitation, we are creating some words from the sound imitating the different kinds of sound made by different animals, birds, human beings or inanimate objects. These are onomatopoeia and echoism. Dogs bark, so barking sound that creates the word, that sound imitation, that word creates the bark. So cats mew, horse neighs, that sound is like neigh, that mew, that bark. Moose, cow moose. Cock, cock-a-doodle-doo. Duck quacks, donkey brays. Word building based on a shift of stress or conversion example, we can see that bag to bag. So this bag is same used to create the verb to infinite, that is the original verb form, that is bag to bag, back to back. So these are the correct prefix and suffix. This is the full checklist for your more clarity. Check whatever you. Thank you.